What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake and welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal. In the last part, we took down the gym here in Mahogany Town and its Ice-type leader, Price. Ironically enough, not even using our Fire-type starter, Quilava, in the Ice-type gym, but a win. You know, you're going to get those however you can get it. And I was actually watching a video by a YouTuber called Papa C. And he was talking about how in this game, Price, the 7th gym leader, has lower levels than Jasmine, the 6th gym leader. So I kind of talked about the leveling in this game. Everyone kind of knows about it. It's not game breaking or anything, but it can just be kind of wonky sometimes. And Price really was not that much of a challenge. So we kind of blew through that. Got a call from Professor Elm saying there were some weird radio problems going around from Team Rocket, which links back to the radio tower in Goldenrod City, but I'm honestly a little bit fuzzy on this part of the game. I don't know if we continue eastward towards Blackthorn City, which is the home of the 8th gym, or if we have to go back to Goldenrod to deal with Team Rocket. So we're kind of going to be doing a little bit of exploring and discovery, I guess you will, today. Most of that's just going to be some trainer battles, but I'll try to avoid doing all of them until we get to Blackthorn City because, again, I'm not super certain if we need to do this or go back. One thing I definitely want to do, actually I can do that now that we have Fly, I can traverse them much easier. I'm going to go back, pick up Eevee from the daycare, start to give Eevee some more haircuts to make sure its happiness is to a point where we can evolve it. As I said, I plan on evolving it within the next episode or two here to fully fill out our team. Alright, Magnemite is now just 2 levels away from fully evolving. Okay, he's got a Kadabra and a Xatu. I think Xatu was a Pokemon introduced in this game. We haven't gotten a whole lot of action with Pidgeotto lately. And now that we have Fly for him, it's going to be much more usable in battle, because before its moves were Tackle, Quick Attack, and Gust. So not really any super strong moves. But with Fly, which I believe is like a base 75 or 80 power move, and it gets same type attack bonus, even though we're 2 levels above that Kadabra, and Kadabra is fairly frail with physical defense, we get the one-hit KO, so Pidgeotto is going to be getting a little bit more love here. Getting a call from Mom. Hi Chris, how are you? I found a useful item while shopping. Yeah, I bought it with her money. It's in our PC, so if I remember, we can take a look at as to what that is today. A Max Repel. I can't carry any more items. I definitely want to... I'll walk past that again at some point. We don't need to take any time to do that. This is probably Fisherman, right? Yes. That's how I draw. That's my relationship with Pokemon. So he's basically saying, I never sleep, and I have no friends. So, alright, 2 Pokemon. A Remoraid. I think this is also a new Pokemon that was introduced in this generation. So, one of the things that people have said about Gen 2 is that there's, I don't want to say reliance, but there's just too many Gen 1 Pokemon in Johto. Where, like, you don't start seeing some of the Gen 2 introductions until you get to the Kanto part of the game. And I've kind of noticed that too, like, I'd say 90% of the trainers we faced have had Gen 1 Pokemon. Most of them only have Gen 1 Pokemon. I can't remember the actual number as to how many Pokemon were introduced in Gen 2, in addition with the original 151 from Gen 1. But, so I can't tell you that, but there's definitely a lot more Kanto Pokemon than I think there should be in Johto. One of the reasons I like Pokemon Black so much is because in that game you can't get any Pokemon from any other regions prior until you have beaten the main story of the game. You can't catch anything from, you know, Gen 3, 4, whatever, until you are in the post game. So I'm not going to say it forces you. Well, it does force you, but, you know, it highlights and puts the spotlight on the new Pokemon they introduced in that game. That's the big reason why I love Pokemon Black, or Black and White, even though I only have played Pokemon Black. Gosh dang it. So yeah, I've noticed that, I mean, look at our team. Was Heracross a Gen 1 Pokemon? I honestly can't remember. But so far, all of our team is Gen 1 except for Quilava and Wooper and Quagsire. Right, those are Gen 2 Pokemon. Like Magnemite's Gen 1, Pidgeotto's Gen 1. I honestly can't remember if Heracross is Gen 1 or not. Bellsprout, I mean, even though Bellsprout's not an actual team member, is Gen 1. Eevee, who we have, is Gen 1, although we're going to evolve it into one of the Gen 2 evolutions that were introduced. But, yeah, I mean, I've tried to prioritize getting Gen 2 Pokemon, or at least the majority of them will be. Again, Quagsire's Gen 2, Quilava, and then its evolved forms Gen 2, obviously. And then our evolution would be Gen 2. And someone can let me know, or I guess I can look it up if Heracross was Gen 1 or 2. I want to say it's Gen 2, but I could be wrong. And if it is, then good on me for using majority Gen 2 Pokemon. Alright. Oh, come on. Give me the level. What do you have? Blossom. Okay, here we go. We're getting some Gen 2 Pokemon. Blossom is an evolved form of Oddish that was introduced in Gen 2 by using a Sunstone, I think. But normally the fully evolved form of Oddish and then Gloom is Vileplume, which you get through using a Leaf Stone. But Gen 2 introduced a split line evolution, where instead of a Vileplume you can choose to evolve it into Blossom using a different evolutionary stone. I honestly have no clue which of the two is better. I've used Vileplume in playthroughs of Fire Red before, and I think it's a pretty decent Pokemon, at least in the earlier games. So if anyone's ever used a Blossom, you can let me know how good it is, but I've never personally used one. But it's cool that, hey, on this route, we're seeing a lot more Gen 2 Pokemon. Alright, so we get the level up from Magnemite. Go ahead and carry on. Okay, you can't even blame me for not skipping these guys, because they have just massive sight ranges. Okay, we're running into the cool trainers now. The cool trainers typically have some of the better Pokemon in the game, or at least they're usually, okay, Charmeleon, there's a good example. They usually have better levels, more rare Pokemon. They're kind of like regular NPC trainers, but on steroids. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to match your Fire-type starter, even though this isn't the type matchup we'd want. We got the Gen 1 Stage 2 evolution against the Gen 2 Stage 2 evolution. For the Fire-type starter. And we're already at an advantage because we're 4 levels higher, but let's ignore that. And also let's ignore my bias towards the Charmeleon family, because I would take Charmander in a heartbeat, but I love, I also said Togepi. I love Cyndaquil as well. I've always been partial towards the Fire-type starter, because that was the one that I first ever picked with Charmander, and then I picked Cyndaquil the first time I ever played Gen 2. In the later games, I start to like the other typing starters more, but yeah, especially these first 2 generations, I've got a big nostalgia bias towards Charmander and Cyndaquil lines. And there we go. It's a total loss on my part. Oh, and they also usually give us lots of money, and that's always good. Okay. So, carrying on, there is a cave right there. Are you a trainer? Yes, you are. Do you know about the legendary bird Pokemon? Well, I know of legendary birds, but I don't know which one you're talking about specifically. And thank you for having flying type Pokemon, because we should be able to handle these no problem and possibly get Magnemite that final level up it needs. Yay, Steel subtyping, we resist that. Boom, nice. Okay, we're not going to get enough to fully evolve it. Fearow. Nope, there's 2 Pidgeotos. Alright. Easy enough there. Okay, Birdkeeper JD Vance. No. Okay. What is this here? Route 44 Ice Pack. Okay. I vaguely remember that. What do we got right here? Oh, an Ultra Ball. Okay, that's why we can pick it up there. Oh, he's paralyzed. Okay. Let me... Use a paralysis heal on Pidgeotto. Okay. So it looks like there's some other trainer battles on the outskirts. Oh, I don't know why I just clicked on that again. Okay. So we gotta get through the ice path to get the Blackthorn. Before I do that, let's go ahead and go back to Goldenrod. And pick up our Eevee. Okay, so I think when the rocket event takes over in Goldenrod with the radio tower, that... Okay, there's one Team Rocket member there. But nothing more than tools for making money. Okay. I thought the whole city had the Team Rocket theme once you got here, but maybe not. While we're here, let's go ahead and get rid of Bellsprout, or at least put him back into the PC. So we free up a spot in the party. Also, what Pokemon do I have in here? Okay. Now let's see. Item storage. Got a couple potions, a repel, okay. Let me actually go to the department store and sell some shit. Well, first... No, let's go to the department store first. Let's get as many steps as we can in before we pick up Eevee. Alright, let's just sell this guy some stuff. What do we not need? I don't need an Everstone. Okay, sorry I had to cut away. I got interrupted. But anyway, I've just really sold off that Everstone. I sold off the 2 nuggets we have. Let's see. Like, don't want to sell any of this stuff. I mean, maybe the poison barb, but I don't know if we're ever going to have anyone with poison type moves. So I guess we'll just call that good with the selling items there. Okay. So now let's take out some of the items that she had bought for us. Take all these. And we'll take the Moonstone. Honestly, probably just want to sell that. Sorry, Mom. Probably going to sell it for about 1/3 of the price you paid for it, but anyway. Let's head back to the daycare. And let's see our little Eevee out there. Yay! Alright. Give me my Eevee back. Oh, we changed to one last year Eevee. You guys grown a lot. My level's gone by 2. Okay, I was hoping it would get like 3 levels, but whatever. Now, I remember the last time I came here, the freaking barber wasn't even here, so... okay, the Team Rocket guy was blocking that path. Rude. Alright. Is the barbershop... Okay, he's here this time. So I don't know if I just came on a day when he just wasn't here, but I don't know. Yes, I got plenty of money for a haircut for my beautiful Eevee. Watch it become beautiful. It's a little happier, okay. Is there a way to see what the happiness for the Pokemon is? Like, I remember I've done, I don't want to say my due diligence, but yeah, I don't think there's a way to see. And there's no Soothe Bell in this game, which, you know, automatically increases happiness. So, what I'm going to try to do here, let's see if it's high enough. Nope, okay. So apparently its happiness is high enough. So, gosh dang it, now I need to give it more haircuts. I'm also hoping that I didn't reset the happiness level for it by taking it to daycare. And I'm also wondering if it only evolves if you level it up through, like, experience through battle? I don't know, man, but I kind of gave away what I was trying to do there by using a rare candy at that exact moment. I'm trying to evolve this thing into an Umbreon. Now, the way you do that with the 2 new evolutions is that, I don't know why I was bouncing around all over the place. With the 2 new evolutions, Espeon and Umbreon, Espeon the Psychic type, Umbreon the Dark type, which is introduced in Gen 2, you have to max out their happiness level, or stat, whatever, and then evolve it during a certain time of the day. To get Espeon, you have to evolve it in the morning or daytime. Umbreon, you evolve it at night. So, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research off camera too to find, like, if the only way we can increase happiness is through the haircut salon, or I thought you got it through using items and battling without fainting, but could be wrong on that. Okay. Well, let's just keep chugging along towards Blackthorn for the time being. That kind of sucks that it didn't just evolve right there. Let me... Okay. So it still has Shadow Ball, which is good. I'm just curious, can it learn Icy Wind? Nope. Dang it. I don't have anything that can learn Icy Wind. That kind of sucks. It can't learn. Okay. No, that's not really a big deal. Big deal. I'm just trying to see what TMs it can learn. Okay, it can learn Iron Tail. Which Steel is good for, like, rock types. I don't know what else it's super effective. Let's go ahead and forget Tail Whip. Instead of using its tail to whip and lower defense, it's going to turn into Iron. But I'm just trying to give Eevee some more type variety, and then obviously when we evolve it, as you can see now, into Umbreon, we'll probably replace either Quick Attack or Sand Attack with a Dark type move, so that has something for stab. I don't think there's a ton of Dark type moves in this game, and yeah, I'm like, Bite is a Dark type, Feint Attack. What else are Dark type moves? I don't even know off the top of my head. Okay, well, out of my curiosity, I'm gonna... Hopefully I managed these ice puddles... I can't freaking talk. Puzzles way better than what I did in Mahogany Town. That was embarrassing, honestly. Okay, so there we go. Man, I made that... Whoa, that's an HM, okay. I'm not expecting that. Is that Waterfall by chance? It is Waterfall. I think you have to have What? Quagsire can't learn it? I don't think Waterfall is like necessary to beat the game, but I know it's necessary in like Mount Mortar. How the hell does Waterfall, or can Quagsire not learn Waterfall? Whatever. But, well, that's where you get the HM for Waterfall. And again, I kind of like, I mentioned this in regards to getting Fly, I kind of like how in this game the HMs aren't just like super linear, handed on a silver platter in front of you. You kind of have to explore around and talk to people to find some of them. Now, I will say there are HMs that aren't necessary for game completion. If they were, and you had to talk to random-ass people, I think it'd be more of a hassle. Okay, so we gotta do one of these little strength puzzles. Because I think the end goal... Wait. Yep, I'm using more than 10% of my brain here. Okay, there we go. Oh, thank you, random encounter. I'm pretty sure that resets the strength, too. Delibird! Okay, that's a... Pretty sure that's a new Pokemon introduced in this generation. It's ice flying, I believe, and I'm pretty sure it's terrible, but... Okay, it doesn't reset the strength. Nice. Okay. Alright, I need to slap on a repel, because obviously I have a full team now. Okay, but... We're starting to see some of the new Pokemon. Sneasel, a dark ice type. So maybe we'll keep the repels off for a little bit to see what else you can find in here, because I honestly have no clue. Alright. So, we're trying to get this bad boy. So we want to go up. And over, 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 over. And we want to walk around this way. Push it there. Boom. Look how smart we are. Okay. I'm pretty sure what this is doing is, I think there's like rapid running water that we can't surf on, so you push the boulders into it to slow down the water. Kind of similar to back in Pokemon Fire Red when we were trying to catch Articuno. Alright, the repel's going on now. I don't care about seeing more Sneasels and Delibirds and Zubats. Alright. Okay, so now we gotta get that boulder all the way over there. Okay, so first... Oh wow, it doesn't reset maybe until you leave the floor? That is awesome. Okay, so push that in. Okay. Then we're going to want to go like this. One more time. Down. Over, over, over. Booyah! Alright, push up, up. Okay. Sorry, I had to lock in there for a second. There we go. Let's explore over this way a little bit first. Okay, my area was just a big circle. Okay. Oh, great. And there's strength blocks. Oh, wait. No, those are the ones that we pushed out. Okay, so it's not like the running water one. Okay. Dude. I'm just gonna toss the fucking ice heal out. Like, the odds of us getting frozen are low, and if it really happens, we have a full heal, so... I think the max potion is much more valuable in that situation. Okay. Let me throw on another repel, just in case you can run to wild Pokemon during this. Okay, so bink, boom, bink. Shit. Hold on, bear with me. There we go. And we get another full heal on top of it. Alright. Now we need Rock Smash, which Heracross has. Okay. That powers up Ice type moves. We don't need a Paralysis Cure Berry, because we have plenty of Paralysis heals. Just in case, like, Umbreon, like, maybe Eevee can't learn it, but possibly Umbreon could learn Icy Wind. That, I mean, it'd be kind of an odd item to give to an Umbreon, but... Okay, that literally does nothing. Okay, whatever. Okay. I'm like more inclined to do these ice puzzles knowing that we just found an HM earlier. It's like, what if that item that's tucked away is really good? How the hell do we get on top of that chunk of ice right there? Wait. Oh, duh. TM44, okay. Let's see. For rest, okay, I did all of that for the TM for rest also. Now we gotta go back around. I might as well pick up the iron. Pump some iron. We don't need berries at this point in the game. Okay. See, some of these little ice puzzles are nice and easy. Holy crap, how long does this place go on? Okay, again, yeah, let me just use that iron really quick instead of throwing something out. I think... honestly... I think Quilava, honestly, would benefit from that, and then we'll use this protein on Pidgeotto. Okay. Right. Oh my gosh! Okay, that was a super easy one. PP up! Who has low PP? Who has small PP? So we have to use this one of the male Pokemon now. Let's go Magnemite. Oh, God, it's for a move, not HP up. What has... I guess... I'll go Shadow Ball. Oh. Just got fat fucking fingers tonight. Okay, whatever. Well, good thing we got more PP for Sand Attack. Who wouldn't want that? Into the ice path. You must be a real hotshot trainer. Fuck yeah. Well, we made our way here to Blackthorn City. Let me get this weird signal. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and heal up. And we'll try and think if we needed to do that. But whatever, it's just force of habit. I think that'll do it for this part. We did some exploring. We made our way to Blackthorn City. There's some trainer battles on Route 44 I can still do, but I'll take care of that off camera. And hopefully we get Eevee to a high enough happiness attribute next part so we can evolve it into Umbreon and have our full team ready to go. So anyway, next time I guess we'll explore around Blackthorn City, see what needs to be done here before the gym, and then afterwards it'll obviously be the rocket radio tower side thingy. So, well, not side thing, it's part of the main story, but so yeah, we'll see what we get into next part. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Apologize for the cutaway earlier in this video, but it'll be super easy. Just merge the two cuts into one. But yeah, again, thank you guys for support and for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Pokemon Crystal. Goodbye.